Okay, here we are, Saturday morning. I have a cup of tea and the cat is asleep. So let's see what the world of PandaNet can throw at us and see if there's anything we can talk about and get some learning points out of this game for you guys. So we're just going to look for a game and here we go. Should be fairly quick. Saturday morning. See what we get. We're looking. Bit of delay. Oh, there we go. 8Q. Wow, 3-stone handicap. Hi there. Good game. Let's pop on the coordinates and always enlarge the screen. And we're going to start. If I do 4-4, that gives me rapid development along the side. If I do 3-4, I'm going to invite the opponent in for a fight. So I'm going to do 3-4 and invite my opponent in for a fight. Okay, so he's playing a San Rensei. So he understands that this is a territory game. I'm going to come out here because the J4 pincer doesn't put too much pressure on me. And then I'm going to jump one more time. Slide to the corner. And he's let me push to the corner so I can get an eye here. Yeah, let's go here and here. Oh, I'm going to take the base away. And here. So I've got one good eye on the left hand side. So I want to keep this black group under attack. I think that's the wrong direction to play for him. If I do this, I get to live underneath and he gets to live on the outside. So we can honey underneath now. So we get some points in the corner. He'll probably come across. Yep. He can't honey because of this cut. And then this cut, and then this one. So I can keep his two groups separated. And we'll just come out again. Can he make an eye there? I don't know. Let's just stabilize this group first. We'll do a throwing cut here. I really want the outside here and I'm prepared to give up something on the inside. I want to be outside of the black stones on the J line. It's just thinking about whether to take the D6 stone. Takes the D6 stone, then I'm going to Atari again from the outside at E7 because he can't actually push because of the cut. We shall see. It's essential when you're playing a 3-stone handicap. You absolutely have to make some rapid gains, but also probably kill something. I'm not sure what he's going to do here. He might take the stone. The question is, do I have to come back and fix the push and cut at F6? And I don't think I do. I think I can actually honey down here at H2 and make 2 eyes for my group. and keep it connected, but I didn't want him to build this wall along the left hand side of the board. His group here over on the right is it's got one eye, it's got one decent eye at 05, but I want to come behind that group and make sure it doesn't turn into territory, because I've got a decent 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 25 points on the lower side there. He's still thinking about that one. Never know when somebody's thinking like this whether they've actually got some AI up and they're checking moves against AI. It's possible. You can you never quite know what you're getting when you're on the internet, but we shall see. He's giving it some thought time. What else can we do here? Well, very much, I think I'm going to approach the right-hand side first before taking the corner. If I take the corner, approach the corner at R14, then he's likely to kind of outside pincer that. I think it would be better to play somewhere in the region of Q10, and then if he comes from the other side, he's a lot looser, because this group isn't quite alive yet. He's still thinking about this move. It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, obviously, I'd love to play E6 and keep all that connected and the cutting points in place, but I don't think I'll get away with that. Wow. He's got time to burn, I guess. So we shall see where this goes. Meanwhile, I've got to fill a long silence on the airtime. Okay, I'll have a think about some alternatives, and maybe I'll cut something into the video when I produce this one, because this is quite a lot of dead air. As old Grateful Dead fans will recognise the phrase of dead air, because that's what you get sometimes at Grateful Dead concerts when the PA breaks down. And being an old deadhead myself, I get the joke there. I think I had to go in fairly early and break that Sam Rensei. Okay, he's now got 25 stones in 6 minutes. That's a stone every 15 seconds. That's not because he's flashing yellow at me. He may have just bailed on me, which would be a great shame, because the game was had an interesting opening. Just looking at the other moves here, notice that I didn't have to protect the cut at N3. If obviously if Black had played N3, I would have connected at M4, and then the Black stone would have had 2 liberties. If Black had descended, I could have simply just made sure that the corner was alive at Q2, or indeed extended out at S4. So that was okay. That was a safe cut. I didn't need to play there. It's 25 moves in 5 minutes. That's now... Oh, there's the move. Okay, so we'll play there. Maybe he just needs to take a break. And that's fine. So we get our connection, and we can honey once here, and then connect here. And we can make a second eye here. Stop that cut in place. So I'm good and alive now. So now I can go back to harassing that the black group in between. So let's come out here. And that one. And that one. So he gets a very small life in between. That kind of helps me in terms of attacking his black group, and he's going to keep coming, so we'll let that group run and just protect that cutting point there. And here, yeah. Now what? Now what? Now what? Sit on that one. Don't want him to build strength. Ah, he's got 3 weak stones here. Where do we play? I think out here. I think my wall along the 10 line here is strong enough at the moment to fight off whatever he throws at me. He's got 2 eyes just. And this wall here is also very weak. Of this, he's got a very weak wall here for a white stone planted. I'm good for eyes on the left hand side, so my white group on the D to F line is good. I'm strong in the center, so my weakest group on the board is this group here, the group on the 10 line that's not quite got 10 eyes. And it's one of those things that's worth talking about is sometimes when we talk about Go, people say, what's Go about? And we say it's again about territory. The winner is the one that gets territory. And I think that, of course, that's not wrong, but it's not quite accurate either. Because actually, the truth of the piece, it's territory is the way that we keep score, but what Go is all actually about, it's about the dynamics of strong and weak stones. It's about how we use our stones and we use our strength to attack other weak stones. So maintaining all the time as I'm playing this game, I'm reading out where are my strong and weak groups. So lower right, absolutely strong, 2 eyes. Now, after the exchanges on the left hand side around the 9 line, I've now got a second eye that can't be broken at E8. So that's a strong group. And my weakest group is this one over here on the 10 line. Okay, so he's pincered there. So we're now going to run for some exchanges in the corner and see which he likes, whether he likes the corner or the outside is what I'm asking him here. Okay, he said he wants the outside. Okay, so he might take the corner now, and that's fine with me. Yeah, that's good. So he's going to live in the corner. Okay, here. And then I want to join my wall to this white shape here. So I'm just join the wall. Okay, and do we invade the corner? Let's just do this one first. And we'll do this one here. So have we got enough points is the question on this board now. He looks like he's going to go for the corner again. Extend here. Okay, we'll take this. So I get the top and he gets the side. And I can join, I think I need to push here once first, and then I can join the two sides underneath with this maneuver. Okay, so he's backed off. So I get all of that side. I can do this because I've got spare liberty. The spare liberty I'm talking about there is the J16 liberty, so that when he cuts he can't just immediately Atari me. And that's fine because that means my wall is now connected. So he's got some points in the corner. I've now got to oh, what have we got here? Okay. He's played, so he's going to cut, isn't he? So if he cuts here and he descends, I can descend. Cut, Atari, descend. Cut, connect, descend, descend 2, 1. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's the cut. Yeah, interesting. That doesn't quite work, does it? I lose the corner. Bad reading by me because he can hane here, so I have to do this. So I've lost all that territory at the bottom. Or not. I can grovel under and then cut out. Yeah, he's got a bit of a fight on his hands here. I was a bit sloppy there, folks. Well, if I lose the game, I lose the... Yeah, that's fine, isn't it? So we'll do this one first. And then this one. And that gives me... Then this one. Not enough of an eye. I think I've lost all of that, so I just need the points on the bottom. Sometimes you do wonder if somebody else has taken over the game here. Which one's more important? I haven't got enough liberties. Need to make my eyes. You could make an eye here. So we'll do this one. Oof. And I've got to use this cut here. Well, not sure I'll be including this game in the set. That was very sloppy of me. That was a bad misread. I've got another one coming over there as well. So we lost our center group. This is okay. I think this is okay. We shall see. I've got 3 liberties. He's in Atari there. He's got 2 liberties there. I don't see that he can do anything useful here. He might try and cut the centre group and shorten the liberties. Yeah, that's fine. That's where we thought we were at. Yeah, that's not a necessary move. Okay. This one. Okay, so here I've got not enough liberties there. Yeah. Not enough, really. The loss of that centre group, that was bad. Bad, bad, bad. What do we need to do here? I need to make sure I've got a good eye there. And that's all good there, so I can now turn on that one there. and play that there. Which does give him a little problem. I think it might turn into a Koi. Yeah. Which way do we play here? Atari. And then if I play Atari here and he goes the other way, then I can make event 3. Okay. And this might put me back in the game. It's what I before all of this fighting erupted, and I was chuntering a little bit. It was about the dynamics of strong and weak stones, and it absolutely is. It's a bit like, you know, when we talk about we say, what's a game of soccer about, or football, or indeed any kind of sport. Do I need to play here? Do I need to make a bulky 5? Let me just think. If I play a bulky 5, it goes that. It's 2 liberties. That becomes Seki. I don't want it to become a Seki. No, he's got no move there. If he plays all of that, it stops being a Seki. So that's not a move. I think I just need to make sure that my group has got I don't want Seki there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Take the outside. I'd take his outside liberties. If I do that, and he does that, and I do that, he takes that. If I do that, if I make a bulky 5, that leaves him only 2 liberties. So that becomes Seki. He throws in there and I take. I think that becomes a liberty. I'll just make sure that that eye is good. It's not a good eye anymore. If he does that, I do that, and I've also got outside liberties. What happens if I do that? I do that, I've then got if I ignore if I do that, it's 2 moves away. And now he's an Atari and I win the game. Wow. Wow. We can just, do we just take that off? Yeah, we can just take that off and then just kill there. And there's the resign. Thank you for the game. Wow. Well, that was scary stuff towards the end there. The key to this was the fight over on the left hand side, where I'm just going to go and I'll get the .sgif up because it's easier to talk through. So I'll just go back to rooms, go back to my game archive, open the archive. There we go. There's our game. Let's have a quick run through. So it was, so at this point, this was a bad mistake by me. Let's just keep stepping forward. Quick. That was okay. The exchange of the corner for the outside, I wasn't unhappy with that. And again, the exchange of the corner for the outside was fine. This move. I had to answer the way I did, otherwise he'd have Atari'd me and taken the corner, and that would have been big. And then he descended, and I couldn't descend on the outside, and then came the cut. And what I thought I could do was, when I'd originally read it out, it was bad reading on my part, was that if you cut here, I could play here, and then it didn't work either way. Then he would just play here, and that's dead. And that would be a disaster. I'd lose everything on that side. So that was my bad reading. So after this one, I then had to take the 2 and connect underneath. But that meant that he'd cut this center group, as we see. I didn't really have an option here. I'd have cut outside and he'd have connected. It's not looking good for those stones inside. By the stones inside, I mean these ones here. It's not looking good for these fellas. Let's take that off. So I think in the game I was probably right to cut that way and then extend. So his group is cut and I'm group cut. But actually there's just a short, the best I can do here is one eye. And after these exchanges, he's got an eye and I've got an eye, but I'm so liberty short. He's got too many liberties. He's got all these liberties on the outside here and here and here, and I've really got none in amongst the group in the center there. So I'd kind of written this off and tried to separately reduce the top side, which is all of these moves here. Yeah, his moves didn't quite work here. Let's just do these exchanges. Okay, what's the score estimate at this point? Yeah, black by a lot because of that dead center and the dead upper right corner. Okay, so then we had these exchanges which left him with a vulnerable shape. What I was concerned about here, what I was chuntering away to myself, is that the outside group hasn't got 2 eyes yet, because that's not an eye, and he can blind that eye by throwing in once there, and I would then have to, if I connected here, I could have made an eye. I could have, if I'd thrown in here, I could have just ignored and taken, then he couldn't have taken. So I did have 2 eyes. I was fretting unnecessarily. What I didn't want to do was make a Seki in the corner, where we've both got 2 no eyes and 2 mutual liberties. That would be not the outcome I wanted. So by playing here, he then went for the kill on my group. So that's what he's doing now. So this is not an eye. This is not an eye. And so I've only got 1 good eye in here. That one there, the starred eye. That's my only good eye. So my group's dead. But then what happened was this sequence where I was able to force, connect, push, push, connect. Now he's got no eyes, and I can make an eye. So he came in here. I didn't have to answer that because his black group has only got 2 liberties. They're here, 1 and 2. And my group's only got 2, but he's enclosed in an eye, so he can't play both of them directly. He has to take an outside liberty first. So by here, he's still got 2. He played here. I could Tanuki that because he can't extend to 1 or 2 without. If black extends to 1, he'll take it. So he needed to make that move. I then Atari. He plays here, which is putting me in Atari. And I have to take, because both of my groups are in Atari. So I take that, and then he throws back in. But my white group has now only got one liberty again. I can't take. This is really quite important, is to notice that I can't take here because it snaps back like that. So I take here, and then that became the resign game. Wow, well that was exciting again. I didn't quite expect that I was in a losing place with that game, but it always goes to show that you can fight your way back out of almost anywhere and go, as long as your stones are pretty solid, pretty connected. It was my mistake, my bad for not reading out this sequence on the lower side, but that was another win for 10 minutes to go. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed the fight. It was certainly thrilling for me, and I shall see you soon. Bye for now.